Welcome as we preview the It miniseries. Rewatching this, I haven't seen this since like maybe 96, 95. It was released in 1990. I have not watched this series since. It was good, but it's nothing that was going to stick home. The Tim Curry performance for Pennywise is what sold everybody on the miniseries. His performance was stellar and second to none. Now, this was basically the story of Freddy Krueger, basically. A Krueger preying on children who are considered to be the losers crew. Like all these kids who are considered to be losers, they all stuck together and they all had a group, the loser squad or the loser team, and they were all down for each other. Now you have this monster who pretends to be a clown or comes in the form of a clown to lure kids in and you have this clown who preys on them at night and preys on their fears. Only in this town. And all this stuff happens where kids disappear and they don't come back. And this takes place over two different time periods in the series. The miniseries happened when they were tortured as kids, and they try to ignore it. Then when they come back as adults, when Pennywise start resurfacing, that's when you got John Ritter and all these Annie O'Toole's, Tim Reed, all these guys are the adult counterparts, battling it out. But when they were kids, I think they had strong performances. They had Seth Green, Jonathan Brandis, rest in peace to him, and a couple of decent children actors or child actors at that time to really stand out. The ending, I mean, not even Tim Curry's performance, he didn't really like the way it ended. He just felt like it was kind of a cheesy ending. And the point of the film, to me, was to instill the type of fear that would haunt people forever. And it is terrifying if you watched it in 1995 or 1990 or something. It's creepy. But then it kind of goes away. The creepiness goes away. But if you were a kid watching it, you would be terrified, the miniseries. Now, it overperformed. It was written by the, what's his name, Larry Cohen and Tommy Lee Wallace. Wallace directed it, and it was okay. I thought it was a great adaptation to the book, but the book had some disturbing things in it. And the book, if you use your imagination from using the writing the book or just going off of the book, you're like, my goodness, he's not as funny as Tim Curry made him out to be. And I guess that was kind of ABC's, like we got to kind of have some comedy in here, even though it's a horror drama film. They brought the comedy in, I guess, to bring some levity to it by making Pennywise a little bit more funny because they didn't really want to scare that many people. But it was so frightening from a clown's perspective that when people saw that clown Pennywise, that WWF decided to capitalize off this and come out with Doink the Clown, who comes out with the funny clown stuff, and then the music changed to the It. The It theme music was incredible. That composer, I think it was Richard Bellis, for the theme music, made the most creepiest music ever for It. That was terrifying. When you listen to that and you see the words It, Stephen King, you're terrified, because Pennywise, really, no one knows what he is except for he's some type of demonic presence that no one even has a name for. So they just call it It. So, I mean, the plot of these kids getting together, well, as adults, they come back to try to stop Pennywise, and yeah. I mean, before it starts off like a tale of Goonies, where the town of these losers trying to stick up to the local gang of bullies. But the losers think Pennywise is an alien who comes back every 30 years to feed off children, and then he leaves again. Oh man, it's like, let me see. This is like a Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4. That's my best. I'm trying to find the best words to describe this movie. The Dream, what was it? The Dream Warriors or something. So it might have been Part 3, where they all found out how to fight Freddy back in the dreams using inner powers and all this stuff. So it became like that. It's decent. I give it 3 stars for a miniseries. The It series, definitely. I'll give it 3 stars. I do think they didn't land in the ending though. You kind of lost it when it got to the second part of the film, which is known as the second act. They didn't make it. But overall, you know, I'll say it's 3 stars out of 4. The boy Carcino, I'm out.